What's up, guys? That Really Gross Guy here. We are back, and today we are going to be looking at another Tennogen skin. This is from Wave 19, Round 2, and it's going to be an Excalibur skin. Of course, being Excalibur, we have lots of options in, the cosmetic area. We also have the Umbra version of Excalibur and the regular Excalibur. If you are lucky enough to have Excalibur Prime, that is pretty dope. I do not, unfortunately. But anyways, we are going to jump in and take a look at a new Tennogen skin. So in here, we have... I'm going to start out with my Excalibur Umbra, just because I love his fashion frame, and I would love to see what happens when my color schemes transfer over. So without further ado, we will jump in. Excalibur, like I said, lots and lots of skins, but in this wave, Wave 19, we got to see the Excalibur Blade of the Lotus. And this one I was on the fence about. Beastbuster is the designer, and so far, I really like the aesthetic. Very like medieval knight kind of a design. But when it comes to Excalibur, I was like, well, we have so much in terms of cosmetics, like I was saying, and is it going to be the one to have? Is it going to be the one for you? I don't know. Anyways, this idea or this series is about inspiration. If you guys are interested in checking out some color schemes and the Tennogen skins, maybe it'll inspire you to play around with some fashion frames, maybe even pick up the skin as well, which is, I'm sure, why most of you are here, to check out if you want to buy the skin or not. So here we go. My color scheme transferred over on this first one. Looking pretty interesting. I like the gold metallics. I think that's pretty cool. There's a little bit of that like orange that's thrown in there, primarily white and kind of gray. It's definitely something I could work with. I actually don't think it looks too bad as is, but could use some tweaks. But yeah, there's that one. We'll jump over. We have my F slot, something a little bit more crazy and vibrant, but I thought it was kind of cool. I don't know. We'll see what happens when we swap this one over. Okay. It's not really something I would run with. It's just a little bit too abstract, I guess. But maybe someone out there really enjoys it. But maybe you really like this and you want to copy that down, feel free. I believe that's off the Easter palette. I don't know. But here we go. We have the Caduto, which is currently kind of changing up what is going on with this skin, but because it is Umbra and using the scarf and all that stuff, I thought this looked absolutely awesome. I do have a Tennogen Spotlight if you are interested in the Caduto. But anyways, if you are here specifically for the Blade of the Lotus, this is what happens when it transfers, and that looks pretty cool. The orange metallics I think are pretty awesome. That little bit of like dark red in there, I think it's pretty interesting as well. The base white, kind of doing its thing, creating a good, I don't know, a base for the entire frame. I like that. I like it. I probably would tweak it. I don't know what I would do with it though, but I think I could work with that. So pretty cool. Jumping on over to the C slot. This is I forgot what I called this. This was like my hazardous Umbra something or other. Anyway. Pretty cool. I really love the orange. It actually is running with the proto armor, which how do you get the proto armor? Is that still just available whenever you wanna? Anyways, let's go see what happens when we swap that over. Oh, that's pretty cool. There's the orange metallics making its return, but in a dark scheme, and I actually like that a lot. I think that's pretty awesome. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure someone out there is like, oh, that's for me. I could totally run that. I love it. I love it. I mean, I obviously have it on my basic Excalibur. I really liked it. Swapping over, like I said, to the Blade of the Lotus does it justice for sure. Very cool. I jump over to the B, something a little bit more. It's got the Prisma skin on there, so something a little bit more. I don't know, galactic or something. I don't know how to explain it, but. Let's see what happens when we take the Prisma, swap it over with the black and blue. Oh, that's pretty sick. That's really cool. Oh man, it's like a blue Dark Knight kind of theme going on with this. Oh, that's sick. I love that. This is a skin that so far, from what I can tell, I could easily swap back and forth between my whatever I'm currently using and just pop on another one, you know, pop on a different color scheme and just run with it for a few missions and then go back. You know what I mean? So anyways, this is what happens when we go, oh, very Orican, very Prime-esque for this design. That's pretty sick. Of course, the ephemera kind of spicing it up a little bit, but I love that. I love that. That's really, really good. It's definitely, like I said, definitely a skin that I could see myself buying just to swap, you know, a skin every once in a while. You know, back to the original, jump over to the proto, maybe the immortal, just change it up that little bit. But man, it did really, really look good with this Blade of the Lotus. Anyways, I do have a lot of Excalibur, so I'm gonna try and burn through as much of this as I can in a short amount of time, so forgive me if this goes quick. Of course, these quick look videos are never really that quick, but I try. So switching over, kind of a red theme, completely swapping over. This is a regular Excalibur. I think that looks pretty. Red metallics are pretty cool. B-slot, white and blue, so you guys know. That looks pretty decent. Yeah, a little bit of a frosty, you know, ice, medieval knight kind of frame. I don't know. C-slot, ooh, C-slot going over here. Something a little bit more dynasty based. I love that. That looks sick. Let's see. Okay. Power Ranger-esque. It's like if all the Power Rangers combined into one Power Ranger. I don't know. It's kind of funny. We'll keep on going. Something a little bit more, you know. I feel like this is a little bit down the Dynasty Avenue, but with the kind of pastel-y feminine kind of stuff. But, okay. That's pretty sick. I could almost see, like, a very badass female kind of pilot, if this, you know what I mean? Like, let's just, you know, operator of some kind, but a little bit toxic, a little bit more crazy, creepy of an Excalibur. Okay, not quite. Obviously, you think of a theme, you know, when you have something like this, and this kind of reminds me of like a kind of like Monster Hunter-esque, where he's like a jungle, you know, beast hunter type thing, and when it swaps over to the medieval kind of style, it doesn't really do it for me. So yeah. Anyways, something very similar, a little bit Dynasty, but a little bit more, you know, jungle, you know, beast hunter type deal. Swaps over, and once again, not really for me. It's mostly because these colors don't really, especially this vibrant stuff, doesn't really lend itself very well to almost that medieval theme. So let's see what happens here. You can tell that I really love this Zato deluxe skin, but see what happens when we use these teals swap over. Oh wow, that's cool. That's cool. Gives me a little bit of a green Power Ranger kind of vibes, a little bit, you know, because the green and white, you know, you guys know. Some of you don't know. It's okay. It's okay. It's just a whole nother generation of awesomeness that you maybe missed out on. But there you go. That's cool. A little bit more feminine, a little bit more crazy. Man, I'll admit, I love this. Very like, oh, Jinn, like think of like what a Jinn would kind of look like, kind of floaty and spirit like. I think that's sick. Swapping over something so epically badass. Let's see what happens with this one. Boom. Oh, that's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good. I like that. I like that. Maybe could use a little tweak here or there. I don't know. I have foundation, you know, quick swap. I feel like that's great. So yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. All right, white and orange, something a little bit you know, crazy. Yeah, nah. Well, you know, orange metallic, then orange on top of that. Well, not on top of that, but you know, as a secondary white base. Maybe would just want to change out the metallic or change out the base or the other orange. Maybe so it's not so orange heavy. I don't know. This one also a little bit Jinn like. I don't know. I think it looks really awesome. Something about this, like the blue spirit like skin that is, you know, makes up part of the chest. I don't know. Not to mention the animation really gives him that feel. Oh, that's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. A really good gold metallic. Really good gold metallic. It makes it stand out a lot. Very interesting. I wonder if you could like split or put a kind of regalia up here and make it look like he's like got a Superman logo or something on him. I don't know. Let's keep going. Very this one I kind of took the inspiration of like the Jin kind of style, but made him a lot more like heavenly, like godlike. He's God Excalibur. But let's see what happens. Oh, that's pretty cool. You know, white black. You know, the white black with a little bit of the, you know, tannish kind of color scheme in there. Of course, the animation making it look pretty sick. That's cool. That's cool. I don't know if it's this cool, but that's cool. Okay, so let's go back. Jump onto a new. Oopsies. Here's my awful build. Don't worry about that. Let's go back. I have lots, so let's just keep on. Let's go quick on these. Let's go quick. Kadudo swap. With this guy was meant to be much more edgy. I don't think I've played as this Excalibur in years. I rebuilt a whole Excalibur to build that one back when the maybe it was the Amethyst. No, when the Immortal skin became a thing. I did that, and then I slowly built it. But it was my second Excalibur ever. Anyways, my oh nope. Blade of the Lotus. Very edgy, pretty much what you would expect, I guess, from red and black kind of a frame. It does look okay as an edgy frame, but not my taste. But maybe it's for you. Jump over. We have something much more toxic-esque. I really loved it, matched up with a Kadudo and Mordred helmet. I think that looked very like prehistoric, I guess would be the right way to put it, and it looks pretty cool. Swapping it over like this, it's not really for me, but you know, Green Power Ranger kind of deal. Probably remove the orange metallics, but there we go. Something also very prehistoric, bone-like. I love the way this looks. It's also got the cool animation that makes it look scary, you know. But anyways, see what happens when we swap this one over. Okay. Nah. Too bright, I guess. A little bit of red in there, but too bright. You can mix and match where the reds end up and probably come up with something really, really good for specifically the Blade of the Lotus part. But just this quick swap doesn't really tickle my fancy. It's up to you. Up to you. All right, this is my like my Steel Meridian loyalist kind of design. He works for Steel Meridian, runs their missions. He runs all Steel Meridian based weapons, you know, dual cleavers for the augment, the heck for the augment, or the Vacor heck for the augment, and the Vacor Merlock, because like I said, he is a Steel Meridian loyalist. He's awesome. I actually have a fashion frame set up for this guy, I believe. So if you want to check that out, you can do so in the card or the end screen. So taking that, swapping it over. Okay, I don't think that looks awful. I don't think I'd run it though, but I don't think it looks awful. I don't know. You can work with it. You can definitely work with it. A little bit Grenier inspired aesthetics. Oh yeah, and this one has absolutely nothing on it. So let's go back. We go Excalibur. This one was my mock Excalibur Prime. When this Pendragon helmet came out and the was it the Immortal skin was out, I decided to make kind of a mock Excalibur Prime because I didn't own one, so I wanted to create my own. But anyways, let's see what happens when we take this. Probably similar to the other one we saw. Yeah, very Oricon aesthetically works, but you know, a little repetitive to what we saw before. So let's keep going. Blue, I don't know why this is here. Probably just a randomize that I did a long time ago, and anything with it. But yep, nah, Blue Ranger, not for me. Not for me. Yep, once again, probably another randomized deal. Let's just see what happens. Oh gosh, kill it with fire. Okay, swapping on over. This. Oh man, I did a Tunnel Jump Spotlight on the Kadudo. You want to check it out? You can see it here, part of it. Look, gorgeous. But let's take a look at what happens with the Blade of the Lotus. Oh, all right. Very bright and shiny. You know, we've seen something similar to this, but very bright and shiny metal medieval knight kind of deal with some blue. Very cool. Swapping on over something a little bit more dark and also looks a little bit prehistoric, monstrous, I guess. Let's see what happens when we just swap that over. Whoa! Oh, it adds a lot of gold. Adds a lot of gold. So it goes from here with very little like yellowish kind of color over to here. I mean, I could say gold, but it's very yellow. Anyways, do what you will. I think it looks all right. I don't know. I just love this. I customized these specifically for the Caduto, so this one as well. Oh man, just gorgeous. Let's see what happens though. Yeah, once again, white and red. Play around with the reds. You could probably come up with a good color scheme for this, but I feel like there's just too much red. Red Power Ranger. So let's keep going. Oh my god. See, this is how many Excaliburs I have, which is why I'm trying to burn through this. White and pink, kind of a Lotus lover. Lotus loyalist, I guess. That doesn't look too bad. Dark enough in the right spots with some good purple in there. Not bad. A base of a kind of a white, so it's not awful. Not awful. Similar. Basically swapped everything, but except with blue. Pretty good. That's not too bad. It's just, once again, it's got the dark blue, then the light blues, in order to kind of accent each other. But on this, meh. And then jumping over, this thing looks sick. I love this. Another dark style with the Dex armor. So let's go. It looks pretty good, actually. Similar to what we saw before. Pretty good. I like it. I like it. If you want to run with it, oh, that gold, man. That gold on that metallic is really, really cool. All right. Jumping on over, we have this guy. This was my Corpus-inspired Excalibur before the Corpora Tenogen skin came out. So now we have that. So now it's, you know. Actually, speaking of, I own it. So there you go. There's a little sneak peek. Bam. This is what happens when we take the white and blues. We've kind of seen this. Let's keep on going. B slot. Oh, empties. These are all empties because I was showing off armors when they came out, I guess. Yeah, that must have been it. Showing armors on like an update video. Here's our, there's our Corpora deal. I haven't made a ton of a spotlight on this yet because I tried several times and something would always go wrong with my footage and I gave up. I need to get back on that, but white and blue, once again, very similar to what we've seen before, but you know, maybe you get a little inspiration because the attachments and stuff are different, but there you have it. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. B-slot, something a little bit more like Corpus Grenier mix, but I don't know, hazmat suit kind of looking, but this is what it swaps to. Ugh. Can't look at that anymore. C-slot, purple. Well, yeah, we kind of saw something like this, but let's just hit it. Bam. Okay, there you go. Quick look. Similar to what we had before. Jump over. Excalibur, more edgy. Saw something similar to this. Let's just get quick on it. Boom. Maybe for you, maybe the attachments inspire you a little bit. I don't know. But there you have it. Looking pretty cool. I love this. I mean, it's very Stalker-esque. The Prisma kind of design on it, I think, is pretty awesome. And the Pendragon helmet, pretty cool. And that's all of that for that one. This was a lot of these Excaliburs I created way before I was putting a ton of time into Fashion Frame and buying. Well, we couldn't buy slots before, but anyways, here's my proto deal. This was like a this was the very first Excalibur to ever be designed and made, and he was like roaming the jungles with his tigress and all that good stuff. He was really, really cool. But one of my early Excalibur fashion frames, when this goes over to the blade of the Lotus, that actually looks pretty cool. The orange and black combination, got some silver metallic, and then kind of the tan as the base. Maybe switch the base out with a more white, or maybe play around with the metallics, get a different color, but I like that. I think that's pretty neat. Alright, B-slot. Something a little bit more icy. Wanted this one to be very, like, clear, if that makes any sense, but oh wow, that's super cool. very like I want to say Power Ranger again, but very like White Ranger, epic kind of White Ranger kind of a design. That's cool. I like that. One benefit too from getting some of these Tenojin skins and having so much cosmetics to work with on an Excalibur is the fact that you can mix and match so much stuff. If you have, you know, a couple different Tenojin skins, you have the Immortal and the Prominence, the Prisma, the Proto, the Amethyst, the Deluxe. If you have a good amount of these skins, you can mix and match a helmet. You saw I was using, like on my Umbra, using the Umbra scarf, but with like the Mordred helmet, but then with the Kaduto skin or the Prisma skin or whatever. There's so much you can mix and match. So it's nice to get a few Tenojin skins to really do something crazy and fashion frame something up, but then to tweak it with a helmet or some attachments, or even just, you know, playing around with color schemes to make it truly unique to yourself. There are so many Excaliburs out there that mix and match parts that there's very few that are like identical, and I love that. I love the fact that there's enough attachments that your Excalibur will not look like pretty much anyone else's Excalibur. Obviously, there's some pretty regular kind of designs out there, like the edgy frames or the prime kind of looks. You'll find stuff similar to that, but all it takes is a new attachment, or even changing your melee. You guys have seen this a lot, but changing your melee weapon to sit on your Warframe a certain way. So like the Cronin, is it the Cronin that kind of looks like wings, or the electric tonfas that look like blaster cannons, like stuff like that. Oh man, with your own personal aesthetic and taste, is phenomenal the way some of these fashion frames come out. So anyways, here we go. Let's once again, let's kind of do some randomizations, play around with this Christmas frame. There we go. If you're trying to get in this before Christmas, there you go. So blue. Once again, because the video is lengthy, I'm gonna try and burn through these pretty quick. I feel like you guys have seen quite a bit just because of how many Excaliburs I have, so I probably won't randomize too long. But anyways, thank you guys for stopping on by. Green Ranger, pretty cool. Stopping on by and enjoying the video. A lot of these Excaliburs I've accumulated over I have over 5,000 hours in game now, so I've accumulated over my playtime, and it's insane. Obviously, a lot of this I've continued to really hammer down on and play around with fashion frames and stuff, because I know you guys enjoy that type of content. These quick looks you guys seem to really enjoy as well, so thank you very much for, you know, being a part of the community, subscribing, and you know, coming back and checking out some more content as it comes out. Greatly appreciated. Anyone who chooses to support further, also incredibly appreciated. Patreon type stuff in the outro. I greatly appreciate that extra help, so thank you guys so much. Let's just go a couple more times on this random. Like I said, we've seen a lot. It's really sticking to some of these greens recently, but I don't hate it that much. But it seems like every randomizer is picking a green somewhere, but that's kind of interesting. Could play around with that. But yeah, let's go one or two more. That's kind of neat. A little inspiration there. Excellent job, Beastbuster. Once again, I actually do own the Rhino Beastbuster. I want to do a fashion frame on that, or a Tenojin spotlight on that sometime here soon. But you know, I bring this up all the time, but man, I have very little time to do this content. But you know, I know you guys love and appreciate it, so I'm gonna keep it going for you guys. And of course for myself, because man, I really love playing around with some of these aesthetics. But there you go, that looks pretty neat right there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys again in the next video. Blah.